Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boys, we got ourselves yet again another collaboration, this time for Supreme Week 18 of Fall Winter 2024. We got the Spyder Collab, and I ain't talking no Spider-Man. We're talking Spyder, the brand. We also have some other regular items dropping from the lookbook. I'm going to be giving my resale predictions, my thoughts on the bangers, the flops, and everything in between. You won't want to miss it, so stick around till the end of the video. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. I go live every single Thursday and most Fridays for Palace and for Supreme on their respective drop days. Last Thursday, we hit all-time highs on the Box Logo stream. So thank you guys so much for coming out. We had a peak of 337 subscribers. We got a bunch of new members gifted. So we did hit over 10 members by the end of the year. And members, look out for a community post dropping in the next day or two. I'm going to talk more about it later this week, but I plan on hooking you guys up with the opportunity of copping that stone box logo that we got here on the stream for retail plus shipping. So look out for that. Comment down below if you're interested. Okay, all that out of the way, let's get into Supreme and Spyder. So it's right here on your screen. You've probably been reading it for minutes now. I apologize. Supreme x Spyder. They've worked with Spyder on a new collection for fall 24. That's right now. The collection consists of a technical jacket, sweater, hooded sweatshirt, sweatpants, new era beanie, balaclava, gloves, socks, and Zippo. Available December 19th. That is this Thursday. All right, so I don't know much about Spyder, so I've asked Grok on Twitter to give me some information. It was founded in 1978 by David L. Jacobs, not David L. Spyder, which sucks. Founded in Boulder, Colorado, focused on ski racing apparel. They started to gain notoriety in the 80s, it appears. So they started sponsoring World Cup ski racers. Then they started to include more fashion-forward ski wear in the 90s, while still maintaining technical apparel. In 2000s, they were acquired by a private equity group, yada, yada, yada. In the 2010s, they continued to innovate on their fabric technology and designs, focusing on both style and functionality. They have a reputation for blending high-performance ski gear with fashion elements, making it a popular choice among professional athletes and skiing enthusiasts. Their commitment to innovation, quality, and style continues to define the brand's identity in the outdoor apparel market. Wow. Thank you for that, AI. I really appreciate it. But now that we have a little history lesson, let's take a peek at all of these items that are dropping. This is probably the technical jacket right here. Looks like a balaclava underneath. Very cool spider webs. I fuck with the spider webs. Brazil colorway looks kind of sick too. Nice. I dig that quite a bit. Spyder logo looks like that says Spyder in almost a Supreme box logo design. That's kind of sick. Yeah, this is kind of dope. It definitely reminds me of the collection from Fall Winter 22, which I don't think was as popular as this one will be. This looks pretty dope. The Supreme underneath the Spyder logo. We got gloves as well. Very cool. I love the Black Widow logo. I think it just looks sick. Definitely a fan of that. Wish these pictures were more up close, but these are, I suppose, the modeling pictures. We will get the product pictures here in a second. Here's the other colorway of some of the other pieces. Zip up, Supreme and Spyder. Very simple. You can see the stitching has a spiderweb pattern, which is pretty cool. And the pants, come on, dude. I'm not trying to spend money this week, Spyder. Fuck. They just had to drop this. They had to do the big spider crawling across the front of the... That's the best piece of the collection. It's that sweater. 100%. The beanie is pretty dope too, I'm not gonna lie. This fit goes absolutely hard. I was really hoping not to like this, just for the sake of saving money. And that's all we get right now. No product pictures. Kind of interesting that we're just getting this lookbook for now. Strange, but what do you guys think of the Spyder drop? We don't have all the individual pieces, but the technical jacket appears to be this outerwear. The sweater, I think, is the all over print with the big spider on it. And then this thing, zip up. We have a hooded sweatshirt as well, which just means hoodie. That's this thing. Okay. So my favorite piece is the hoodie, the zip up hoodie, as well as, does it say? Yeah, sweatpants, new era beanie, balaclava, gloves, socks, and Zippo. Wow. Socks, gloves aren't bad either. Pretty cool. And let's take a look at the Zippo. I might go for the Zippo just because we haven't seen a Zippo in a while. And I wouldn't mind one, but hey, what do y'all think? I think it's a pretty sick drop. I don't need any more freaking outerwear though, especially not winter wear. I just went to Flagstaff, had a great skiing trip. Everything that I had was great, and I don't need any more temptations. Now let's transition over to Supreme Community and see the tiny partial drop list that we got so far for week 18. All right, December 19th, 2024. Here is the sparse partial drop list, which I don't know about you guys, I'm not too mad about it. There's some cool accessories coming out, but I for one am just drained from box logos, drained from Palace, from all these drops we've been getting this season. I'm ready for some cool down weeks, just dropping some videos, talking, chilling, and not live copping for a little bit. Let's be real. First up, Gore-Tex ear flap cap. I think this is god ugly, but maybe you say otherwise. Best colorway could be the black. Estimated price is around $60. I could see that change a little bit. Again, guys, this is the partial drop list that Supreme Drops puts out at the beginning of the week. These are his best estimates, and oftentimes they are wrong by a little bit. Like the saxophone, I could see this price going way up or way down. Hopefully way down, because 10 grand seems crazy, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Next up, Paisley flannel shirt. I don't think this is too bad. Not my favorite colors of Paisley. I'm more of a fan of like the true purples, the kind of couches that you would see back in the 90s. My family had a very 90s Paisley couch that I loved, and it's just one of those nostalgic patterns that I dig. But out of all of these, maybe the black one is the best. It could also potentially be this white one. Up to you. Estimated price around $148. That seems about right. The crest beanie is next. I spoke about this design at the very beginning of the season. I didn't realize it was a vintage design, but let's be real, who fucking cares? It's a pretty bad design. It's just simple. I guess it's not bad per se, but we've seen so many beanies. I don't think this is gonna have any sort of potential or do anything. Maybe one colorway would sell out, and it could be this mustard yellow. For some reason, that's the unique colorway that I'm seeing. But 44 bucks, get it if you really want it. Denim boucle camp cap. I actually think this is an all right piece right here. We've seen some dope hats released recently. Even that unseen Burberry looking Lock Heron wool camp cap that came out last week during box logos. I wish I copped that thing, but I had to just stop at some point. I'm just being like, damn it, I can't just cop every single thing. But there's been some awesome hats releasing from Supreme. This one is all right. I don't think it's one of the best hats we've seen though. Certainly not really for resale, and certainly not at $58. I could see that drop down to $54, but we'll wait and see. It could be that material. So far, let's gotta vote on these items. Downvote, downvote, downvote. And for this camp cap, I guess I'll give it an upvote. It's not terrible, but I don't love it either. Crest coach's jacket, water resistant poly, cotton jersey lining, which is nice on the inside, snap front closure, embroidered graphic on chest, and graphic on back. Coach's jackets, we've seen one, I think, this season, and it did pretty well. This could do okay, even though I don't like it myself. I could maybe see people going after it because it is a simple piece. It does have embroidery, and the cotton interior does sound pretty appealing with the water-resistant polyester exterior. I think that's the way to blend synthetic and natural materials. $148 estimated price seems pretty cheap. I could see that going up to like a $168, but who knows? Another Gore-Tex 900 fill down parka. I mean, if you guys haven't got your parka yet this season, you haven't got your puffer, what are you doing? It's getting into December. Feel like the time is now if you want to cop something. This is pretty nice. I don't mind that big Supreme logo down at the bottom there. Let's see, tonal on black. God damn it. Why couldn't they make this white? I don't know, but there it is. If you want it, it's a big ass Gore-Tex 900 downfill parka. It's gonna be like $1,000, 600 bucks maybe. We'll see. There's been better Gore-Tex stuff this season. There's been better coats this season. I'm not a fan of this really. Even with the deer fur pattern, I just don't think it's that good. Double knee painter pants. Man, maybe it's time, boys. Fuck, I said I wasn't gonna buy stuff this week. And god damn it, we also have this special design with artwork from Willow. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is there, faded on these black jeans. I think these are easily the best ones to go for with that artwork, and I love how you can barely see it. It's 25% opacity, but it looks pretty dope. It says Supreme in a couple places. I freaking streetwear, man. Every time I think I'm gonna get out, it pulls me back into its clutches and just starts squeezing me. Buy me. I'm like, god damn it. God damn it. But very cool piece. Honestly, I like all these colorways. They're pretty sick, except for maybe the white. I do like this light blue, plum, and then this black with the artwork. There's a true like darker black, but I think you're better off getting the lighter one with that art. Bill Clinton's favorite item of the week has to be the Selmer alto saxophone. It's got some crazy stuff, custom graphics, some ranges of notes, neck receiver with 3-point concentric tightening. Yeah, this is Bill Clinton's piece right here with the neck receiver. Okay. Active key system with Teflon supports. It's not worth reading the rest of that, but it looks pretty crazy. Mother of pearl, leather pads with metal resonators. Okay, handmade in France. All right. Musicians, please come and tell me, is this a brand that's trustworthy, that's dope? I have no idea. It looks pretty sick. Like, it looks incredible, extremely ornate, well put together, collector's piece, 100%. You're a sax player and you like Supreme, this is your one and only time to cop. I assume it's going to be extremely limited, like probably less than 20 of these were made, if that. I assume there's going to be some stores that might not even carry them. If they do, it's going to be one per store type of a thing. So I would get on this quick if you want it. Drops has it sitting at $9,998. I don't know. I know musical instruments are expensive and it's a Supreme collab, so it is what it is. Pretty crazy nonetheless. I'm sure we'll see a video of someone playing that before the week is done. And the last accessory is the cash paperweight keychain, which is kind of a nod to the actual cash paperweight that Supreme released a few seasons ago. I think 2017. Drops it a quick write-up that we can look at that just explains a little bit of the history behind this keychain. Estimated $32 as well. And I believe I post this on my community tab, but if you didn't see it, it's a clever nod and a small consolation for that cash paperweight, which was ultimately scrapped from the fall winter 2017 season shit. So we never saw it. It was a friends and family only item. We did see this bench version. Oh yes, that's right. During the opening in Seoul. Man, I wonder why they never released the actual paperweight. That is pretty cool though. Here's it in hand of the original accessory that never came out. And then the keychain. I could actually see this thing selling out. It's upvoted pretty high. We'll give it an upvote too. $32, not terrible. And before you guys go, we do have a special surprise here at the end. Nothing too crazy, but we do have official images of the Spyder collab, which is pretty freaking dope. We can see the technical jacket right here. I think this is actually the weakest piece of the whole collection because it has that similar like interstate design that we saw on the previous items from, what was it? Fall winter 22 that we saw with these little graphics. I said interstate, but I didn't mean that. I was just reading this beanie right here. What I meant to say was just that three-dimensional web design that I don't think looks that good, and I don't think people really liked this stuff from the original collab. That same pattern is featured on the hood on the technical jacket, but the sweaters, the zip-ups, super sick. Here is the zip-up hoodies, which I think are going to do very well. Same thing with these sweaters. I could maybe see the black with the red Spyder doing pretty dope. That's probably my favorite. Sweatpants as well with the matching set. New Era, not a fan. Lighter is pretty cool. Socks are pretty cool. Balaclava gloves, I think that stuff might be for the personal. Beanie, I could actually see doing pretty okay. But yeah, in terms of these actual garments, I'm gonna stack rank them at number 1 being the sweater. I think it's just kind of where we are at in the streetwear scene right now. Sweaters are doing super well. Next up, zip up, gotta be. Looks pretty dope, big ass Spyder. And maybe even the pants tied for that second place. I could see myself going for maybe just the pants if I really am that mentally deranged and need to cop something every single week. But that would be the item that I would go for. And then in 4th place, I think it's the technical jacket. We've seen so many better jackets. Accessories are pretty dope. I'm kind of torn between, it's probably the beanie or the lighter. Let's be real. Socks are cool. Gloves, hats, balaclavas, they're there if you want them. But dope that we had some up close pictures of the items before we get out of this video. So what do you guys think of the Spyder collab along with the rest of the items releasing from Supreme week 18 of fall winter 2024? I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's not the best week we've seen in a long time. I think it's probably in the bottom half of the Supreme weeks we've had, just because this season's been so good in my opinion. But I think the collab is pretty decent. There's probably 1 or 2 pieces that are worth going for resale. We'll talk more about the best predictions but I think as of right now, before I get information on the community, I think the Spyder zip up sweater is probably the best thing in that black colorway. I think the sweater, along with probably the sweatpants and matching zip up, those are my takes right now. I think in terms of the regular Supreme items, maybe those double knee painter pants, willow pants, they could do okay, but I couldn't really recommend going for anything else. Like cash paperweight keychain, I don't recommend going for those accessories for immediate resale. I don't think it's a bad idea to add them onto your cart and then hold on to them for a year, 2 or 3, see if they become worth anything in the future. And then there's that long shot with the saxophone, but those multiple $1,000 items, I'm never going to be like, yeah guys, go buy the freaking Supreme weightlifting set. Like it's going to be an easy ROI. Like that's for the people that have that kind of money, that don't mind copping it for themselves or to hold on to. So if you want to cop that saxophone, you know who you are. That's about it from your boy. What do you guys think about it? We also have winter tees releasing. I totally forgot to even mention that, but winter tees are also coming out this week, so stay tuned for information on those. I completely fumbled saying that. We're supposed to be getting a Grinch winter tee, as well as the smoke tee, red eyes tee, diamonds tee, crest tee, and the strawberries long sleeve tee. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like the video if you did, comment if you liked. Peace.